say to everybody watching, from the outside looking in, we probably are completely unaware of the risk and or sacrifices you made 20 years ago to launch Blue Fitness. You just said then, did you say you sold your house to be able to do this?
Oh, absolutely. First up, distributorship, you don't just get a whole bunch of equipment on the tick. So, I was a lot younger than I am now, and I had a little bit of equity in the house, but not enough to borrow against. So, pretty much had to sell the house and take a lease on a commercial property, put the gear in there. And a couple of years later, I was able to buy back another house. But there's always a risk in everything that you do. It was a pretty calculated risk, but still, it could have ended up like a lot. We do see a lot of people enter the supply game, and they last a couple of years and then they disappear again. It's pretty capital intensive, and you've got to really. What's the word? Put your balls on the line.
Yeah,
a lot of times.
That was exactly what I was thinking. I was going, intestinal fortitude. No, you got to have your balls on the line, and almost without that safety net, you actually work that little bit harder to make it work, don't you?
Absolutely. I remember there was a time when we just had to purchase a lot of stock, and the opportunity was there, and so we're just absolutely loaded up with stock, and the market had changed, and it's like, wow, we are really, really tight, and that brings out the best in people. You just start knocking on doors and you start selling, and you start making things move. There's nothing like a little bit of tightness where you don't want it, making you get out there and do some sales.
And then the second thing you mentioned also, when you were talking about the YMCA being, one of your first big customers, you talked about relationships. And I think from my perspective anyway, Ben, over the 20 years, forget the brand Blue Fitness, Ben Davies is an unbelievable networker and relationship builder. So I kind of look at you as a relationship seller, not a salesperson. How do you feel about that compliment?
Well, thanks for the compliment. Maybe it's just I like beer a lot, and if there's an industry function or opportunity, and you've hosted a few in our time, JT. There's nothing better than getting around, talking to like-minded people, talking to people in the same industry with the same passion, and sharing a beer. Gee, I've built some great relationships over 20 years, and even earlier than that. I'm not a door knocker as such. I'm not what salespeople would call a hunter. I've got Hayden Smith, here's our sales director. He's just a legend at that. But I'm good at building on and maintaining and those relationships. And to be fair, it's not a sales relationship. It's a personal relationship because there's just great people out there.